Hello everyone, Nicolette here. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Those of you who have, I've seen some great comments and I try to respond to as many as I possibly can. Please continue to comment and do share these videos. As you know, I'm sharing my journey on how it is I have maintained my virginity for 39 years, and I'm doing it because I like to encourage those who are like myself, maybe younger or older, who are on this similar journey. I don't want you to give up. I believe that God has asked us to be this way, and if it is your choosing, it's wonderful. I also am doing this for those who may have children who they're raising, whether it's a girl or a boy, and they're trying to decide what it is they need to do in order to help them remain pure and focused on God. And I'm doing this also for myself, as I recently, well, not recently, but I now have a boyfriend, and I wanted to kind of track my journey on how I met him and the whole experience. So this is like a threefold reason why I have started this vlog on myself being a 39-year-old virgin. So today my spiel is on another reason why I am a virgin, and that is because I do not find enjoyment in most of the things that people these days do. If you're still around, I ask that you do subscribe and also click on the bell so you can get notifications when I upload a video. I upload every Saturday and throughout the week as well. So going into it, one of the things that I find in our society is that many people, when they want to socialize or have fun, it has a lot to do with drinking, partying, and I don't do those things. So also the humor that is based around sexuality, I don't enjoy that kind of thing. Certain music I don't listen to, certain places I don't go, certain things I don't wear. There's so much that people find to be enjoyable nowadays that I don't find enjoyment in. And so I am not going to be able to connect with people who find those things enjoyable. So I don't go to the club, I don't drink coffee, so I don't go to like coffee shops. So those are some places where you might meet guys, and I don't do that. So that takes some options out. And also, like, people who find enjoyment in like certain movies, I don't watch certain movies. It's like when you can't find someone who finds the same things that you like, it's difficult to build relationships. And when people find that you are not interested in the things that most people are interested in, they think that you're weird. And especially if you're a Christian, they think you're holier than thou. So that's one of the problems that I've had as a Christian. Even in my own religion, even in my own church, it was difficult for me to make friends with guys and girls because of the way that I chose to live my life. I was super obedient and listened to my parents, and I did not do certain things, listen to certain things, watch certain things, and the young people at my church felt like I was acting like I was better than them, or that I wasn't fun, or I was lame, and they would tease me. So I got more teasing and more mockery than attraction, right? And so I feel like that played a huge role in my remaining single, because during the time when most young ladies would find a young man who's interested in them, I was busy being obedient and listening to my aunt, who told me how to act, what to do, when to do it, where to go. And so a lot of things that people my age were doing, I wasn't. And so that's why I kind of was set apart and different. And I don't find that to be a problem at all. Like when someone calls me holier than thou or thinks that, oh, you think you're all of that, I'm like, baby, I am, right? Like, And it's never to say that I'm better than anyone, because I'm not. I'm the same as anyone else. However, if you don't feel that you're as good as me, that's not a me problem, that's a you problem. I'm at this level, you're at this level. If you choose to bring yourself beneath me, that's your choice. I'm not gonna come down to your level just to please you. That's just not how I roll. You understand? Anyway, so half the things that I enjoy to do, going to church, gospel music, walking in the park, or just hanging out, reading books, these things were not really looked as appealing to many people my age. And that's, to me, one of the reasons why I am the way that I am. And I don't regret it, to be honest, because that lifestyle is not the one that I want for myself. It's not one that I want for my children. So not having found someone who was interested in those things doesn't bother me at all. Right? I don't feel that I have missed out in life. Many people thought that when I went to college, I was gonna break free and be buck wild, because they felt like my life was too restricted. I had too many rules, too many don'ts. But the thing is, you do that when you don't like what is being given to you. If you don't like the restrictions, if you feel as if you're being, too sheltered. I was fine with rules and regulations. I prefer rules and regulations. I prefer to be told what to do, what not to do. That's just my personality. And so my faith was good for me. And so when I went to college, I did not do anything outside of what my aunt asked me. As a matter of fact, I was 4 hours away from home, where I had every opportunity to do anything that I chose to do, but I still chose to remain within her ordinances, within her rules and regulations, even away from home. A quick little story. I remember I was like in my first year of college, and I was coming home from church. It was after AY, and the youth at the church decided they wanted to go bowling. Now, again, I'm used to asking permission to do things, and that's just how I do things. And the other thing too is, my aunt and I were like best friends. I told her everything. And so I felt like it would be appropriate, if I was going to do something outside of the ordinary, that I should let her know. Right? Because the bowling wasn't in the school. It wasn't with the school officials. It was with friends in a church outside of the premises. Anyway, I decided that I wanted to ask my aunt first. I asked them to drop me home. They assumed that it was for me to change, but I didn't tell them why. I went upstairs, called my aunt, and asked her, I wanted to go to bowling, on a bowling excursion with my church friends. Could I go? And she told me blatantly, nope, sit your behind somewhere. And so I sat my behind somewhere. I went right back downstairs, and I was like, I'm sorry, my aunt said I can't go. And they were like, your aunt's upstairs? I was like, no, I called her, and she was like, I can't go. And they were baffled. And I know it is baffling, because I'm 4 hours away from my aunt. Why am I still abiding by her rules and regulations? But that's the kind of child I was. I listened and honored my aunt in everything. And when she told me to be careful of friends, she told me not to do this, not to do that, I listened. And so the things that most children, most youth, most young adults would decide to do, I wouldn't, because I always followed the guidance of my aunt. You can call it controlling, and maybe it was, but it really did help me. And I think that is one of the reasons why I am still a virgin today. Again, I didn't do the things that my cohorts, my compatriots, my classmates, my church mates were doing, because a lot of the things they did, I didn't like, didn't find appealing. I didn't think it was right, like going clubbing, secular music, going to the movies, going places without permission. And so that really reduced my opportunities for relationships, both with females and males. And therefore, it reduced my chances on finding love or a boyfriend, which will then lead into other things that were not according to God's plan, because I wouldn't have been married. Any case, that is one of the reasons. What do you think about me thinking, or doing the right thing and people thinking you're holier than thou, or did I make a good choice that you think? I would like to hear your thoughts.